because I'm not sure if it's going to. I hope everybody's doing okay there. I'm going to try to do some type of barreless barre class that I do for you guys at the club until we get back. So let's just start at the beginning first. Feet are hip distance apart. Okay, lift your outer edge of the heels, swing them outwards lightly so that all 5 toes in each foot are pointing straight ahead. As you start to sway from side to side, just feel where the boundaries are. Just try to notice when you're rocking more through your heels, the balls of the feet. Try to center that between the balls of the feet and the heels. And as you start to sway, we'll make that sway a little bit more caustic. And you start to feel how the inner thighs, the outer hip muscles start to grip, right? Start to connect. If you let your shoulders sway, you feel the lateral trunk muscles engaging as well. That's all just to keep you standing, okay? Now, start to shift forward and back. Go easy, okay? The first thing that wants to happen here is that your toes want to claw into the floor, okay? Well, what I want you to try to do is that as you let your hips just shift slightly forward and back, is just try to let the toes spread out. Eventually, when we go up to releve, you'll have more surface contact against the floor. You're going to make that sway a little more caustic, okay? And a lot of us will feel that your quads, your thigh muscles kick in right away, and then the glutes, maybe the hamstrings. If you let your shoulders sway, ooh, okay, you start to feel a lot of the core and the back muscles that start to engage to keep you simply standing, okay? So the difference between the barreless barre and the barre class is there's no bar. So you'll find that a lot of times the leg that's moving is not working as hard as the one that you're standing on, or it's working differently. So just kind of keep that in mind. We're going to take your bands, okay, and put it from the front of one hip to the other, so it's about 2 inches below the belly button. And I want you to draw your hipster belt in, away from the bands. And at the same time as you're drawing that hipster belt in and up, you want to think of your tailbone sliding down to that invisible line between the heels. Those two things are connected, okay? That kind of pervades a lot of what we're going to be doing in here today. So as your hipster belt is drawn in, okay, if you start to pick your toes up and place them down on the floor, all right, let's see how that feels first, okay? From the side view, you want to make sure that you're not just leaning backwards with your hips, because that's not really what you're doing here. So that involves you drawing that hipster belt in and sliding that tailbone down so that invisible line between the heels. We're going to do one more right there, and then just put the big toes down first, you know, and then switch. So you know your fingers want to do this too. Switch, switch. 4 layers of intrinsic foot muscles that get locked in shoes all day, right? Switch, let's wake them up a little bit. Switch up and hold. Get the weight over the balls of the big toes, the 4th and 5th toes, the center of the heels. The hipster belt is engaged, the tailbone is sliding down. Just the big toes go down first, and then switch. Then maybe all the toes are spreading out wide. This one takes a while. The big toes and the pinky toes come down first, and then finally the rest. As you give yourself a small bend and length, we're going to call this the plie, right? All right, and down. Notice that your knees are bending over the big toes and second toes. And as you lengthen the legs, it's not passive. You want to think of pushing down into the floor. That tailbone is still sliding down, so that invisible line between the heels. So there's no release of the pelvis back or the pelvis forward, okay? 3, 2, 1, and lengthen up. 3, and 2, and 1, and lengthen up. Good, 3, and 2, and 1, and lengthen. One more, 3, and 2. You're gonna hold this last one down as if there's a ball between the knees. So press and lower and press. We're not just lifting the heels, you're pushing down into the floor and lower and press. You want to make sure that you're not going too high, otherwise we wobble out onto the pinky toes. Notice how the shin and the part of your foot is lined up in a nice vertical line. Good. All right, now shift and shift. And imagine that the ceiling is low. Drawing that hipster belt in, sliding that tailbone straight down. 4 more. Give me 4. Getting the feet warmed up. And 3. Good. And 2. Good. And 1. You're going to do both together, right? So lift and lower. Rolling down with control, right? And lower. And lift. And lower. And lift. Not getting any taller, but imagine there's an invisible ball between the knees. Good. 2 more. And lift. And lower, and lift. Good. And then slide the knuckles and the shoulder blades down the back as the arms come up. We're going to roll out to the side. Yeah, add the plie. So down, reach the elbows away from each other, draw the rib cage in, down, and reach, feel the retraction in the upper back, and down, and reach. Let's do one more. Down to go all the way up. As the arms go up, the shoulder blades slide down the back. All right, and down. As the arms go up, the shoulder blades slide down the back, the lower ribs roar in, and down. And reaching out to the back of the head, and down. Hold this last one up there. Your arms are on a slight diagonal, and up, and back. Feel the shoulder blades sliding against the upper back, and back. And if you want to make sure that you're not hankering down into the body, that you keep the lower ribs drawing down by engaging the abdominals, drawing that hips, your belly, and sliding that tailbone down against that invisible line. Now, starting with the fingers, you're going to start to round the fingers, draw the belly button, let the chin start to come into the throat, but not jamming. Scooping in as you start to roll down to the spine. You're going to really draw in up the front. Try to keep the weight forward on the feet. Find your bottom. If you don't make it all the way to the floor, it's okay. Put your hands along the thighs, right? So you give me a small plie and lengthen. Keep the hips or belt in. Small plie, shake out the head and neck if you need to, right? Let's do two more here. Small plie and lengthen. Again, one more. Small plie. Heels are pressing as you're bending your knees, right? Scoop the hips or belt and slide that tail down to the invisible line between the heels. Roll the belly button. Pull the rib cage in. Articulate to the upper back as your arms float up. Press down through your heels. Take a moment with the scapular movement here. Inhale, exhale. Two more. We're going to go a little quicker this time. One more. Inhale, exhale. Roll it down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And plie and lengthen. Plie and lengthen. 2 more. Plie. Heels are pressing. Knees are bending over the big toes and second toes. 8 counts up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, roll it down. 2, 3. Keep the weight forward on the feet. Relax head, neck. Plie and lengthen. Feel the stretch in your back. The core is engaged, supporting your back, right? Feel the stretch at the back of the ankles. 8 counts. Roll up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Squeeze the legs together. Big toes and heels, right? Now, as you turn out, it's not from the ankles. It's not from the knees. You squeeze your butt. You're turning out from your hips. You don't have to turn out very wide. Wherever you can is fine, all right? 2 more. Arms are up. Shoulder blades are down into the back. Hold that last one there. As you reach out of your left hip, press into your left side. And exhale it back up. Feel the strength in the left side of the body. And as you reach over to the left, press into your right. Open up the right side of the body. And back to center. Legs are engaged. Hips are built, is drawn in. Feel the connection into the floor. Shoulder blades are down into the back. Good, and back to center. Again, 2 more. Breathe. And back to center. 1 more here, right? And breathe. And back to center. Beautiful. Hold here. Now, as you start to push the walls apart, your arms are slightly forward. Feel the shoulder blades sliding down the back. And as the arms go up, feel the shoulder blades down. Draw the rib cage in. Take it down. And up. Again, and a plie, and down. Knees are bending over the big toes and second toes, and up. Remember, as you're doing your plie, you're not just dumping down. There's an opposition of forces. Your knees bend. You're still drawing up with that hipster belt. And lengthen. Press the heels together. Shoulders are down. The legs engaged. Inner thighs, glutes. Again, plie. Shoulders stay down. Lower ribs stay drawn in. 1 more. Plie. And lengthen. 3 times down. Up. 1. Give you 1. And 2. And 3. And exhale up. Good. 1. And 2. And 3. Wanting to keep going, right? Again, knees are bending over the big toes and second toes, right? Not rolling forward. All right. Opening from the hips. Sliding that tailbone down. Again. Give me 1. Looking to the right, perhaps, right? And exhale now to the left. And 2. And 3, and exhale up and right. Is there a difference between right and left? How does it feel? 1 more, yeah? And 2. Good. Same goes right here. Plie and lengthen. Draw the hips or belt and press the knees open with your butt pockets, right? Yes. Feel the outer edges of your feet into the floor. From your heels to your pinky toes. Ribs are drawn in. 2 more. 1 more. Hands on your hips. Right here, plie, and lift the heels, and you lengthen, and lower. Now, that hips are best across the front of your hips, so you can give yourself a tactile feedback about keeping that hipster belt area drawn in. As you lift your heels, pressure weight over the balls of the big toes and second toes. Reverse, so releve, plie, roll down, squeeze your inner thighs and glutes together, right? The legs do not have to go too high with that heel lift. If you feel that you're wobbling out onto your pinky sides of the feet, and Lord, it's not worth it, okay? So, releve, plie, roll down, again, so releve, press your heels forward, press the knees open, and down, again, releve, plie, roll down, it's good, and push into the floor, releve, plie, roll down, good, one more like that, releve, plie, roll down, parallel positions, so plie, and lengthen, releve, and I want you to notice that if you go too high, you're wobbling onto the pinky sides of the feet, you're going to risk overstretching the lateral ankle ligaments. So try to keep the weight more over the big toes and second toes. This is where you want the toes to spread out, all right? Good, straight releve, pressing down to go up. You're going to take your hands, reach your knuckles and shoulder blades down into the back, in and down. To go up, arms start to reach forward. Take your time. Draw the rib cage in. Give me 4. Good, and 3. Arms are coming up. 2 more, and 2. Good, and 1. Squeeze the legs together right here. Plie, 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 and lengthen. And push the walls away. Plie. Press the knees and ankles together. The heels are staying into the floor of the plies. Plie, 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 and lengthen up. 1 more. Plie, plie, plie. Hands on your hips. So, squeeze your butt turn out from the hips. Squeeze your butt, turn out from your hips. And it's not just turning out from the hips and squeezing your butt. You're going to really zip it up to the front. 2 more. Squeeze your butt, turn out from your hips. Hold this one, right leg, tendu, plie, tendu, and close to the left. So, again, the 2 hands across the front of your hips. You want to try to keep your hips level. Plie, you're going to pull up on the inner thigh of the leg that you're moving on to. Plie, tap, bop, again, tendu, plie. Knees are bending over the big toes and second toes. Nice, tendu, plie, tendu, and close. Feet are sliding along the floor. Tendu, articulate through the feet. 1 more, tendu, plie. Yeah, here it comes, the part you love. Hold the walls up. Tendu, plie, and close. Tendu, plie, and close. Tendu, plie, and close. Push the walls apart. Shoulders down. Tendu, plie, and close. Tendu, plie, and close. Tendu, plie, and close. Tendu, plie. Hold that second position right here. Plie, 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 and lengthen up. Push out the armpits. And lengthen up. I want you to keep going. Plie, 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 and lengthen up. Good. Plie, keep going. I'm going to turn sideways. Knees are bending over the big toes and second toes, right? Your tailbone is still dropping down to that invisible line between the heels. Press into your heels. Lengthen the back of the legs without locking as you zip up. 2 more. Plie, plie, plie. Right heels up, right here. Now hold. Take a breath. Push the walls apart. Can you bring your shoulders up and slide those shoulder blades back down into the back? You want to make sure your lower ribs are not popping forward or your tailbone releasing to the back or the hips are belt in. 3 and 2 and 1 and change. As the heel lifts, the tailbone wants to tilt to the lifted heel. So you've got to really work hard to open up the hips, draw that hipster belt in. Keep the weight over the balls, the big toes, rather than the 4th and 5th toe, okay, yeah? Good, change side, right side, give me 4, 3, 2, and 1, and switch, and 1, breathe, and 3, and 2, and 1. And very easy to let your tongue go out the back and your chest leans forward, right? But you work to draw those ribs in, draw that hipster belt in. Now singles, and both go down, and both go down, right, maybe a head turn, right, and left, and both go down, right, and both go down, and left, and both 2 more, right, and both go down, and left. No, hold it here, right here, press down, go up, pressing those knees open, trying to work those heels forward towards the camera. Hi guys, hold the walls apart, shoulders stay down, and we're smiling, remember. All right, now hold it here, right here, give me 8, and 7, I know, don't cry, 6, draw your hipster belt in, 5, weights over the big toes and second toes, and 3, awesome, and 2, squeeze your heels together, good, plie, and lengthen, plie, and lengthen, zip, plie. Then make sure, keep going, plie, that you have not overturned your feet, so your knees are not rolling forward. Wherever your turnout is, that's fine, okay? And hold it here, tendu, and close, tendu, and close. Now, whether we go fourth, open fourth, third, okay? For most of us here that we're not ex-ballet dancers, if we go to the inside of the arch, that's fine, okay? Good, tendu, and close. Tendu, when you close, you want to pull up in that high inner thigh groin area. You also want to make sure that you're not rolling, keep going, onto the arch of your supporting foot. You've got two more, tendu, and close, tendu. Now other side, aha, tendu, and close. So when you close that leg in, you really want to pull up on that high inner thigh groin area. When you work the leg to the back, so I'm not, in this case it's the left side, I want you to keep going. You're still holding the walls apart. This hip likes to roll away. All right, so you gotta really work hard to draw it in and up to the front. Keep the tailbone sliding down so we're not releasing our hips to the back. It's not as easy as you think. All right, right leg, here we go. Go front, back, front, back, front, back. Four more right there. Give me 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, and switch. And front, back, front, back, front, back. 4 more right there. Give me 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, and switch. And front, back, front, back, front, back. Hips are belt drawn in. And 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, and switch. Last one. Da da, da da, da da. Good. 4 more. 4, and 3, and 2. Now, first position, heel leads forward, all over the couch. Heel leads forward, toes lead back, closing first. Left leg goes, heel leads forward, toes lead back. If your arms are getting tired of holding the bands, right, then you can put the bands down. Closing first, right side, so heel, toe leads back. Every time you're brushing through first position, okay? Closing first, left leg goes, heel leads forward, toes lead back. Heel leads forward, toes lead back. 2 more, yeah? 1 more, closing first. Adding on, heel, brush, and brush, and brush, and rond de jambe. It does not have to be high. Pull it around with that high inner thigh groin area, yeah? 1 more. Hold it there. You brush, and stretch. Toes lead back, and front, and back, and rond de jambe. Right, as you work from the back to the front, you're gonna feel a lot of connection in the core. Yeah, 2 more, and brush, 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 and hold it here. You brush, closing for left side as you brush, and brush, and brush, and rond de jambe. Now remember what I said before, as you bring the leg around the back to keep that working hip, all right, square to your front. Hold that last one. Brush, and stretch. Toes lead back, heel leads forward, toes lead back, and rond de jambe. And back, and front. Draw that hipster belt in. Feel how the core is engaging to pull the leg around. Hold it there. You brush, closing first. All right. Piqué coupe. Present that inner heel. Aha, and rotate in from the hip. And rotate out. Both legs plie. Flex, plie. Stretch both legs. Do the glute engage on the stance leg. Flex, plie. And stretch. Other side. Cool. You're already pulling up on the inner thigh of the stance leg. This leg's still a little wonky to me. I've got to be careful for this knee. So sorry, guys. Legs plie. It's not going to go as high or as long. Draw that hipster belt in and stretch. Again, coupe plie. Present the inner heel. Aha. Rotate in and rotate out. Nice. Flex plie. Both legs stretch for the glute supporting on the supporting foot. 1 more. Aha. And stretch. Other side. Cool. Already pulling up as you plie. Present that inner heel, right? Rotate in and rotate out. Flex plie. Oh, you want to have more fun? And stretch. Flex plie, okay. And stretch, hold the walls apart. Coupe plie, present that inner heel. Aha, and rotate in. Aha, and rotate, elbows bend in. And flex plie, V-arms. And then you stretch, and flex plie. And then you stretch. And again, coupe plie, present that inner heel. And rotate, and keep stretching the leg. And rotate, all right. And flex plie. And then you stretch. And flex plie, and then you stretch. Hands on the hips, coupe plie. Now just extend from the knee on the diagonal, okay? As you bring it into the side, parallel, that knee's gonna rotate forward. You're gonna feel your outer hip muscle engage. Just be careful the inner thigh doesn't roll in on that stance setting. Pull it back into turned out position, all right? by rotating from underneath here, back into parallel. The leg goes into parallel, kneecap face through front. You're gonna feel the outer hip muscles. Pull it around to that turned out second position. Now, try to relax the quad, but let the inner thigh float up, okay? And passe, lots of talking here. Let's see the other side. So, coupe plie, extend from the knee. When you go to parallel, the kneecap rotates forward. Feel the outer hip muscles. When you turn it back into second position turned out, there it is, okay? Try to relax the quad, pull up the inner thigh, push down into your right leg, lengthen the side of the body. Passe, can't do this so well today. And plie, okay? This will actually help you on the 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, coupe plie, extending from the knee. In parallel. And turn it out. Again, in parallel. And turn it out. Push down to the left leg, lengthen the left side of the body. And then passe. And again, coupe plie, extending from the knee. In parallel. And turn it out. Good. In parallel. And relax the quad. Push down to the right leg. Pull up. Lengthen the right side of the body. Passe. Again, coupe plie. Extending from the knee. In parallel. Make sure the standing knee is not rolling in. And parallel. And turn it out. Lengthen the left side of the body. Push down into the left leg. And passe. Again, coupe plie. Extending from the knee. In parallel. And turn it out. Awesome. And parallel. And turn it out. Relax the quad. Float it up. And passe. One more. Coupe plie. Extending from the knee. Your arms are getting tired. You can put the band down and turn out. Keep going now, yeah? And turn it out. And lengthen up, and passe. Last one. Coupe plie. Extending from the knee. Then parallel. Watch the ribcage. And turn it out. All right. And parallel. Last one. And turn it out. And let it float, 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 and passe. Porter bra. Hinge in the hips. Reach your tailbone like chest and hardcore. Here we go, Robin. Scoop plie. Curl the tailbone under. And then you lengthen. Squeeze the legs together. Scoop plie. And lengthen. And up. 2, 3, 4. Hinging from the hips. Porter bra. 2, 3, 4. Arms and head are down. Scoop plie. Abs are engaged. And then you lengthen. Knees are bending over the big toes and second toes. And then you lengthen. Squeeze the legs together. And up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Again. Porter bra. Turn sideways and show you. 5, 6, 7. Knees are bending over the big toes and second toes. Abs are engaged. If somebody's picking you up by the waist, okay? Squeeze the legs as you roll it up to the spine. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. Porter bra. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Scoop plie. And lengthen. And scoop plie. And lengthen. Good. 8 counts up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Swing your heels out. So parallel. Roll it up. So inhale, arch. And exhale, roll. So the chest and heart reach forward, okay? The elbows and tailbone reach back. Inhale, arch. And exhale, roll. Again. So inhale, arch. And exhale, roll. If these are getting in your way, ball up in one hand, okay? And don't get rid of them. You're going to need them. Inhale, arch. And exhale, roll. One more. And inhale, arch. And exhale, roll. Hold it here. So strike with the heel, push back. Small step. Strike with the heel, push back. I want you to imagine that you're bouncing a glass on the top of the head. Now, I can't go down very far today in the left leg, but you can. I want you to keep going. Strike with the heel. I'm going to turn sideways. Keep going. So it's a very short, controlled step. You want to make sure that the foot is not letting the knee shoot forward over that front foot, okay? The shin should be pretty much vertical or close to it, okay? Push back. Strike with the heel, push back. Adding arms, don't stop. Strike with the heel, push back. Every time that you stand back, stand equally, completely on both legs. Strike with the heel, push back. I want you to keep going. Right leg only, stand on one. Stand on one. Stand on one. So as the knee comes up, keep going. The knee comes up, you are strongly pushing down into supporting foot, opening up the hip. This is not it, okay? Good, own it. Boom, stand on one. Stand on one. Stand on one. Stand on one, good. So you're not hopping. As one side goes up, you're strongly pushing down. Let's give you one more here. Hold it here, right here. So reach. reach. Pull up on the inner thigh to stance leg. Breathe, hold the walls apart. Slide the shoulder blades down into the back. I think the couch is gonna run interference here. I don't know. Reach your chest through the tube, hold the walls apart, yep. Drive your heel to the back wall, doesn't have to go high. Through the back wall. Plie the stance leg and lengthen. Plie the stance leg and then lengthen. Keep going, plie the stance leg and then lengthen. So the leg is not just a loose appendage back here. And then lengthen, right? Drive that heel behind you and then lengthen. One more time, plie the stance leg. As you lengthen, pull up on the inner thigh of the stance leg. As the right knee pulls up, push down into the left leg. Take a hold of the center of the tubing. Yeah, through your left engage. Bring it to the front of the left shoulder. Hold on to the tubing with your left hand, the elbows behind you. The right is going to step way back. Hopefully you don't have a couch behind you. Okay, so as you step way back, like so, right? The shoulders are going to come back over the hips. And then as you drop it straight down the elevator shape, draw your abs in. See how the back knee bends, your glute is firing, and that front shin is stacked. That's where you want to be. Hi, everybody. All right, so press. 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 A little out of sync with music. Press. Press. There we go. Press. All right, so pressing and the leg part. So here's the thing. As you're doing the tricep press, you're pushing up to the heel of the front foot. Most people get that, right? That's not the issue. Keep going. It's the back foot. Push off the toe. Get your glute to fire. Right knee coming up, so boom. And as the leg comes up, remember, you're not buckling that stance leg. Push down into the floor. 4 more. 4. Balance the glass of water on the top of the head. All right, now hold it down right here. Now press. Press. Think of that power stance on the front leg. Think of the back glute, not releasing out the back. Keep going. Draw that hamster belt and engage that glute. Right? Hugging the inner thigh so you're not hip wonking. All right, good. Right here. Give me 4. And 3. How are you? And 2. And 1. Hands on the hips right here. So out, cross back. And out. I'm going to back up a little bit. And out, cross back. And out, cross back. Open the arms. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Now think when you're squeezing the legs together that you're not releasing your hips out to the back. You want to make this look easy. Right, okay. All right, now hold it here, right here. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Like you have to go to the bathroom really bad. Notice that the back heel is up, that the body's turned slightly sideways. That's okay for now. Keep going, square your shoulders to the front. Now in order to square your hips to the front, because they're slightly turned sideways, watch your back leg start to hop slightly behind you until your shoulders and hips are squared right here. Right, give me 4. Good, and 3. And so you're having fun now. All right, step forward and you arch. Virtue and exhale. Breathe halfway there. Inhale, arch. Virtue. Remember, you're not leading with the chin, lead with the chest. Bend the knees. And just push into the floor. And inhale, arch. And exhale, roll. 4 more right here. And inhale, arch. And exhale, roll. And inhale, arch. And exhale, roll. 2 more. And inhale, I think I got this one. And exhale, roll. I'm not sure though. And inhale, arch. Hands on the hips. Left leg starts. So strike with the hip, push back. Strike with the hip. Again, I'm going to truncate my steps a little bit just because of my left leg. I want you to keep going. Strike with the hip, push back. Strike with the hip, push back. It's a very short, controlled step. The body stays very vertical. Keep going. Strike with the hip, push back. As if you're bouncing glasses on the top of the head. And every time you step back, you're standing equally on both legs. Strike with the hip, push back. Strike with the heel, push back. 2 more. Strike with the heel, push back. Left leg only, stand on 1. Boom, stand on 1. As the knee comes up, push strongly down into supporting foot. Draw your abs in. Pull up on the inner thigh of that leg. Yeah, 4. And exhale, 3. Lengthen the back of that right knee without locking. All right, now hold it here. So reach that heel. Quiet the body down. Slide the shoulder blades down into the back. Pull up on the inner thigh of the supporting foot. Watch out for the hip hike on this side, all right? I know. Watch out for the couch behind you. I'm going to move forward. So reach your chest through the tubing. Push the walls apart. Drive your heel through the wall, the couch behind you. Plie the stance leg, and then you lengthen. You want to feel your left glute fire and lengthen. Again, plie the stance leg, and then you lengthen 3 more. Plie the stance leg, and then you lengthen 2 more. Drive that heel through the wall, and then you lengthen 1 more. Plie the stance. Now hold that last one as you bring that knee in. Don't panic. Pull up on the inner thigh, the supporting foot. Yeah, push down. Bring the knee up. Feel your glutes squeeze. You got it. Take the center of your tubing. Don't panic. To the front of your right shoulder, the elbows back. You're going to lean forward. Step that leg way behind you. You're going to turn sideways. All right, way behind you. That's okay. You bring your shoulders back over the hips. Notice the back heel is up. You're going straight down. Notice how the back knee bends. So that glute is squeezing, tucking that pelvis under, drawing your abs in. You can already start to push through your triceps right here, yeah? Collarbone is wide and press. Maybe while you're here, you're thinking of picking up the toes on the front foot. Keep going. So you can remind yourself of that tripod stance. All the balls of the big toe and the 4th and 5th toe, okay? And the legs pressing down to go up. And remember, this movement is not forward towards me and back. It's straight up and down the elevator shaft. I want you to keep going. Press down to go up. Down to go up. Because you want to make sure when you're coming down that the knee's not coming forward. All right, good. Pressing down to go up. Through the heel of the front foot, off the back toe. I want you to keep going. Get the glute to fire. Draw that hipster belt in. Give me 4. And 3. And 2. And the knee lift, right? Boom. And down. As the knee comes up, remember you don't want to rock backwards. It's not like a kickboxing kick. Own it. Push down into supporting foot. Good. And when you lower the body, lower without sticking your butt out to the back, all right? Last 4. Give me 4. And 3. Good. And 2. Good. And we're going to hold this last one down right here and regroup. As you continue with your tricep press, where are you? Did you let your ass go? You might have, right? Engage, right? Where's your weight? Keep going. And 7, all the balls a bit, for the 5th toe, right? And the center of that heel. Right here, give me 8 and 7, good. And 6, no hip wonky, right? And 4, pull up in the inner thigh. All right, bring it forward, knees together, And exhale, roll, breathe, how are you? And inhale, arch. And exhale, roll, 2 more. And inhale, arch. And exhale, 1 more. And inhale, arch. You're gonna take the tubes and throw them away, okay? Yeah, so side to side. I'm gonna have to modify this a little bit today. I didn't do the little thing on the other side, so here we go, right, yeah? So squeeze, and I know, I'm a bad girl. Zip it up. Zip it up. Remember, your body might be turned sideways, and that's okay. Because you're gonna do is square your shoulders first. And then you're gonna adjust the back leg slightly more behind you so your hips can square to the front. There you go, your body's very upright. Add the tendu, right? Tendu, and inner thighs, glutes are squeezing. You're gonna make this look easy. I think we might be a little bit lopsided. A few little extras on this side. What else is new? Good, so arch, so inhale, arch. For 2, and exhale, roll, breathe. And inhale, arch. And exhale, roll, 2 more. And inhale, arch. And exhale, roll. Last one. Cheryl, sorry, girl. Step your feet out wide. So as you go side to side. I want you to think now, I can't go lower today, but you can. Press your outer heels into the floor. Push the floor away from you. I want you to keep going. So it's left and right and left. You're reaching for the walls. Your tail is reaching back. Just as much as your chest and heart are reaching forward. Keep going. And left and right. Now, take your arms behind you. Turn your thumbs out. Reach your chest forward. Just as much you're reaching back with those arms, you're reaching back with that tailbone. Now, put your hands, tuck the fingers to the shoulder. I know. Throw those elbows down into the hips. Surprise! 4. Good, and 3. Good, and 2. Good, and I'm gonna give you a big windmill. Your right heel starts to lift. The body will square to the side wall. Slide the back leg down. If you can't make it all the way to the floor, just stop at your thigh. I'll give you modifications in a minute. All right, the back knee bends. Shoulders and hips are square to the side wall. Reach out to the back heel and small knee bend. I want you to think of opening up the front of the hip. So the modification, I want you to keep going. If you couldn't quite make it to the floor, okay? You're fine here, okay? Just remember, know your body. All right, push out to the heel. The collarbone is wide. Push out to the heel, breathe. Small knee bend, 2 more. Push out to the heel. Small knee bend, 1 more. Hold that last one. Now, push the floor
away from you, so you're out of that shoulder. Take your butt hand, because that's the one back here. Pull the strings out of those knuckles with your left elbow. Stack the shoulders as you continue to push down. Push the ceiling away. And then you're going to pivot your gaze upwards, all right? Okay, now the inner thigh, the front leg hugs in toward your midline. Draw your lower rib cage and try to turn your rib cage on its side. Last time, bend the back knee and then let that heel press out. Open up the body. All right, the chest is open from wrist to wrist, from the top of the head to the heel. Breathe, and on your exhale, the back leg, which is your right leg, starts to slide down. You're going to face away from the camera. It's okay. Have a seat on your right butt and then your left butt, okay? I'm going to turn to face you. That left ankle can be on the knee or on the floor in front of you. And as you exhale, scoop and round. Enjoy the stretch. You deserve it. I'm going to turn my back to you again, all right? Breathe. Scoop as you roll it out to the spine. As you slide that right arm out along the floor, open the left. Do the stretch across the chest. Exhale, scoop, reach out of that left hip. And as you let those arms trace a semicircle around you, feel how the stretch slides around your back. Reach out to the right heel of the hand. There we go. We're going to interlace. So the right thumb is on the top. Slide those knuckles down. Pop the chest. Squeeze your shoulder blades down and together. Oh. Eyes come to your front. Don't worry, I can see because I have eyes in the back of my head. Hands to the front of your shoulders. Serve your elbows down, forward, and open. Now let's see where your muscle memory is. Left foot is down, right hand is down. You return to the wall that you were just facing. Where are you there? Take the left hand that's pressing the ceiling away and reach that heel of the hand out and let the body square off. Now on your exhale, use your abdominals. Slide the back leg in, high your fingertips, front foot flex. Roll down to the front foot. Now again, you can modify this and roll up, okay? And then roll down. The modification that is not an option is keeping your core engaged, okay? And then well, maybe you're here instead. That's okay. And roll down. And then roll up. Hop it back again. Now soften the back knee. Keep the heel down as best you can. Your tailbon's going to scoot down. Oopsie. Their front foot is flexed, okay? So what I want you to try to do now is flex not for the ball foot, but your heel. Dig it lightly into the floor. Reach your tailbone away from that heel. Try to lengthen your lower back. So the tailbone's reaching back. Now, almost quite there. Reach your chest and heart through your armpits. So try to lengthen your upper back. And we're breathing, and we're loving this. You might even feel the stretch into the arch of your foot, which is awesome. All right, as you turn to face me, hands close together, feet wide, plank or push-ups. Now, legs are wide, reach out to the heels, okay? Draw the lower rib cage in. So 2 counts down, and 2 counts up. Keep going. And 2 counts down. I'm going to turn sideways, and 2 counts up. The heels reach back, the tailbone reaches back. And 2 counts up. You want to make sure when you push the floor away from you that you draw your rib cage in. So if you're pushing up one piece, now just peel your body off the floor. Hips up, heels down, okay? There you are. Take your step. Did you love it? You earned it. Shake out your head, yes and no. Start to tread through your feet. And maybe push through the toes, like little kitty claws. And we start to walk the feet, keep the core engaged, guys. A little bit closer and closer into the hands. You can feel this awesome stretch of the back of the ankles, okay? A little closer, separate the feet out wide. Okay, plant your heels into the floor. You're gonna reach your butt behind you. Let the head go, and your arm's gonna drag on the floor towards your legs. Stack one hand above one knee and the other, here, okay? Inhale, flat back, and exhale, scoop. I'm gonna turn sideways, and inhale, flat back. And exhale, scoop. So that scoop comes to that hips or belt area, enhanced by the glutes. And inhale, lengthen. And exhale, scoop. One more. And inhale, lengthen. And exhale, scoop. Arch it down. So inhale, arch for 2. And roll it up. Breathe. And inhale, arch. And roll it up. 2 more. And inhale, arch. Nice job, everybody. And roll it up. 1 more. And inhale, arch. We're going to truncate this a little bit. You can take a big windmill the other way, okay? The left heel starts to lift. The body starts to turn to the right wall. Square your hips and shoulders. Slide the left leg back so the left arm comes down to the floor. Remember, modify if you need to on this side. The right hand is on your butt. That's your butt hand. Soften the back knee, so small knee bend. Push out. I can't do the side so well. Small knee bend. As you push up the knee, you're going to feel your glute engage, okay? You want to make sure your butt is not levitating. It's not a miracle. Small knee bend. Push out to the heel. And again, small knee bend. Push after the heel. Maybe you find that you have to pull back with your right sit bone to square your hips a little more to the direction you're facing rather than letting angle towards the camera, okay? Hold that last one. Push into the floor so you're not sinking into that shoulder. You're going to take your butt hand and pull the strings out of those knuckles with your right elbow. Keep pushing down. Stack your shoulders. As you push the ceiling away from you, turn your head gently to look up. Breathe. Now, pull your lower rib cage in and turn your rib cage on its side. Hug the inner thigh into the front leg. Soften the back knee. I can't do this too well, but you're going to do better. And reach that heel. Bring it out. Feel the stretch. From heel to hand to the other heel to hand. From the top of the head to the heel behind you. And on your exhale, thank God, you're going to slide the back leg in, face away from the camera. Have a seat on your left butt. It's okay. And then your right. If you have a hard time sitting on your butt, you can always straighten the front, the one you're sitting on, okay? And lengthen over. Breathe. I'm going to turn my back around so we don't get confused. That would mean I don't get confused. All right, you slowly roll up the spine. We slide our left hand up and anchor that right hip into the floor. Reach out of that hip. And as you exhale, scoop, trace that semicircle around you. I'm modifying on this side, okay? You don't have to do this with the left leg. Push out to the heel of the hands. That's it. Be deliberate with your action. That the left arm will be on the top. Interlace the fingers and slide those knuckles down. Puff the chest. Slide those shoulder blades down the back. That feels so awesome. Release the hands. Hands come to the front of your shoulders and circles opens down. Focus is forward, open, and back. Beautiful. Now find that position. You're facing the opposite wall, which would be your right. Left hand or right foot is down. Slide that left leg back. Push the ceiling away from you. Where are you there? Take that top hand and reach. Push the air out away from you. As you square your shoulders and hips to the side wall, use your abdominals. As you exhale, slide the back leg in, high in the fingertips, front foot flex. Roll down to the front foot, and then this is where you wish you had shorter legs and longer arms, right? Remember, you can modify as you need to, right? And then roll up one more. Roll down to the front foot, and there. Keep the core engaged. Hop the back leg a little bit more down. Now soften the back knee. That heel is down, so, and your tailbone kind of scoops into the floor. Leave that be for now. Flex to the heel. Lightly dig that heel into the floor of the front leg. Now try to take your tailbone and lengthen it up and away from that front heel. All right, halfway there, right? That's your lower back for the most part. Now try to reach your chest through your armpits. The problem is sometimes we sink into your left hip, right? So you want to maybe think of pulling back of that right sit bone a little bit more. I know, this one's fun, not? But you feel it, yes. Okay, as we come to the front now, let's take our hands shoulder width apart and our feet close together. I'm going to turn at an angle just a bit so you can kind of see what I'm doing here, okay? A plank or a push-up, either is fine. Take your right knee to the left elbow, nose to knee. Okay, push out to the heel, doesn't have to go high. Optional plank or push-up, okay? Nose to the knee, pull your abs in. Push up the back foot too. Push the heel out, optional plank or push-up, okay? So, it's nose, heel, push down, and up. And nose, heel, push down, and up. Good. And nose, heel, push down, and up. Nice. And nose, heel, push down. One more. And nose, heel, push down. Three more. And nose, heel, push down. Two more. Keep reaching that heel back. Keep the core engaged. One more. And nose, heel, push back. Hips up, heels down. Woohoo! All right, so as you reach your chest and heart to the shins, press the balls of your index fingers into the floor. Lightly grip into your mat or your floor. Now we start to lift our heels but bend our knees. Keep the tailbone reaching back. I'll turn a little bit sideways so you can kind of see. You're looking at that space between your hands here. You can either walk, hop, or jump forward, your choice. Okay, lengthen the spine and then fold. Okay, now you're going to pull up on the inner thighs, spiral the inner thighs inward, scoop as you slide that tailbone down into the floor. Good, arms going to float up. If you're a little dizzy, look at something that's not moving and press down. You're going to get your sock, okay? So if I didn't say before, sorry about that. You're going to take one of your socks and let's put it around the ball of your right foot. I don't know if I have enough room here, but we're going to give it a shot. Okay. Looks a little weird. Squeeze your butt, turn out your hips. Squeeze your butt. Remember, a good check whether you're doing this right or not. Use your butt going back when you're doing this because that's like totally not happening. You want to engage to the front and feel your inner thighs, right? Everything's zipping up. Glutes are engaged, right? Hips are engaged to make that turn happen. Hold that last one there. Give me a tendu with your sock right foot. Give me a recital bound. Ta-da! Awesome. Left hand on your left hip. Take your right hand of your inner thigh, that left leg. Pull up on the inner thigh. Engage those butt pockets on the supporting foot, okay? I'm going to move back in a little bit so you can kind of see what's going on here. The tendu is on the front leg, okay? Take it back and take your front. Now, the arms are not slung up by your neck. You've got two cabana boys, just the perfect height. And you're pushing down their little heads with your armpits. Your arms are opening from the back. Let's talk about the leg here. It's a demi-point, okay? And you're not just floating along the floor. You're pushing into the floor like you're wiping up a spill. You want to be careful that the supporting leg is not rolling in, though. That's hard. Hold this last one. Hold the hand up. Press open to second position. The front corner of the root and then squeeze to the midline. Press open second and inner thigh. And if you're just kind of fluffing through this, you're not going to get much. You got to push into this foot like you're trying to wipe up something, huh? Arms are going to go into high fifth. And as you raise the arms, you're going to feel more core engagement here, right? Press open butt pockets. I have to go a little easy here. I'm not in a very much of a demi-plie, but you are. And in one more, press open second. And then there's first. Now take it back. Now take it back. For two and out to second. This is the litmus test, okay? Because here is the thing, guys. When you work to the back, you got to pull up like mad in that hipster belt here. I want you to keep going and keep that tailbone sliding down, arms up in high fifth. If you don't, then the tailbone releases the back of your ribs down forward. So you got to work hard. And when you do, you're going to feel all these little muscles engaging. And maybe not so little, but you're going to love it. Maybe not. You'll feel it, yeah? All right, now hold it. Come up right here. Push the walls apart. Knees are going to bend. Take it in and out. That's a demi-point on that front leg. And in. Try to keep your shoulders square towards me. We're going to let the hips turn and out with that knee and out. It's not the whole body, okay? And keep going and out. I'm going to back up a little bit. We're in a demi-plie. So this quad is still working pretty hard, okay? And out, in, and you're going to feel that it's not really about the leg, core, and knee, and out. So knee, hip, and out, and knee, hip, and out. And this is about as much fun as you're going to have. And knee, hip, and out. Four more. And knee, hip, and out. And knee, hip, and out. And knee, hip, and out. Hold it in. Now press out to the heel of the right foot. Press down to the left. Pressing the knee back of the right foot. Push the walls away. Reach your chest forward. Reach your tailbone back. Good. Hold it there. Feel the stretch of the rotators. Push down into your supporting foot. You got it. No relay for me today. Reach that heel forward. Spot that inner thigh inwards and bring it down with control. Change to the other side now. How you feeling? I know it's been too long, right? I hear you. I think it was a little lopsided on the first session in there, but you guys will figure it out. All right, knees are slight demi-plie here. You're really zipping up here, the length of the legs. Squeeze your butt, turn out for your hips. Squeeze your butt, so you really should feel it in here, right? Zip it up, keep going. There's none of this. Squeeze your butt, turn out your hips. Two more, right? Hold that last turn out there. You give me a demi-plie. The knees are still bending over the big toes and second toe. Give me a tendu, right? Yeah. All right. Give me a recital bow. Ha. Right hand on your right butt, left hand your inner thigh. As you pull up on the inner thigh, you engage that butt pocket. That's how you're going to support yourself on this leg. You want to make sure that this knee's not rolling forward. So that knee's open over the big toes and second toes. I need to move forward just here because I'm going to hit the couch behind me. And take your back for two and take your front for two and take it back for two and take it back for two and take your front for two and take it back for two. Now you know what the deal is here, okay? You're pushing into the floor like you're trying to wipe something up. As the leg works behind you, watch out that you're not letting the moving hip roll behind with you, right? It takes a lot of concentration here, okay? Front, out to second. Inner thighs pull in towards that midline. Press open butt pockets. Inner thigh towards midline. Watch out that the supporting knee's not rolling. I'm going to move forward, okay? And working in arms and high fit. Press open butt pockets and inner thigh. We are in a demi-plie. That right leg will let you know that, right? You're not levitating. And that's it. One more. Press open butt pockets and inner thigh to the whole shebang. So take it back for 2 and out to second. Front corners of the room. So remember, this is the litmus test. All right, you got to really work hard. When your leg goes to the back, you got to really, really, really pull up. And that hips are belt here, so your tailbone doesn't tilt out to the back. Arms going high fit. So it's not this. Draw her up so the tailbone slides down, stays down, okay? And take it back. And out to second, one more. And take it back. We're going to push the walls apart, okay? So, in and out, breathe. And high. And in, push the walls apart. Your shoulders are square to me. Let the hips go. And out. And in. And out. Good. A demi-point. And out. And the whole body wants to turn right now. Think of pulling that leg across with your core muscles. And keep going. I'm going to back up a little bit. And so you can kind of see my feet. And in. And out. 2 more. And in. And out. 1 more. And here it comes, right? So in. And I can't do it today. And flip, you guys flip. Ta-da! Va-da! And knee. And out. And knee. And out. 2 more. And knee. And out. 1 more. Hold on. Listen. Reach out for that heel. Push down to the press the knee back. Reach your chest forward. Reach your tailbone back. Push the walls apart. Get the stretch of the rotators. Strongly push down to the supporting foot. Push down, push down, push down. Reach that heel forward. Bring it to parallel. Take it down. Bring the legs together. Nice. We're going to take our socks off. I will transition to the floor, okay? I don't have my mat. I'm going to use my fuzzy thing back here. This should be fun. Okay. You guys good? How do you feel? I know. It's weird, right? Okay. So let's do this. Squeeze your butt, turn out your hips. Give the inner thighs a boost, the rotation from your hips. As you quarter bar, hinging from the hips over that bar. Reach the tail back, reach the chest and hover. Try to keep the weight forward on the feet. Can't do a super job of that today. As you scoop clean, the knees are bending over the big toes and second toe. The tailbone is sliding down to the heels. It's as if somebody's trying to pick you up by the waist. There's barely any weight on your hands. Lengthen the legs. Robin, swing your heels out, girl. Going parallel. As you scoop your abs in, slide that tailbone down to your heels. Rolling it up to the spine. Pull back with your belly button. Pull back with your ribcage. Pull down into the front. Good job, Robin. Arms up. Good job. Have a seat at the front end of your mat or rug. Oh, this is nice. Okay. So as the hands are on the shins, pull yourself onto your sit bones. You want to make sure that your feet are not too close to you. So wherever you can use, you're on top of the sit bones. Float the arms up. Scoop the hips above you to roll 4 counts down. So scoop, 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 and scoop, roll up. And I'm going to explain. You guys keep going, okay? Hips are about belly button, lower ribcage. You roll down to the spine and scoop, roll up. You want to imagine that there's strings that your wrists are suspended from. So your arms stay up and scoop, roll up. Get up and up again and scoop, roll down and down and down. And down and scoop, roll up. This thing is really soft. I think we should talk to the club about getting a bunch of these instead. And scoop, and scoop, roll up. And oh my God, I just want to take a nap on this. And scoop, roll down, and this is way better than the mat. And up, Anna, here we go. Reach your legs out to the heel. Lengthen and reach for Anna's hands. Anna, you're not there. We're going to make believe you are. Oh. Good. You start to let your arms slide along the floor. Let them find the front of your shoulders. Circle your elbows forward. Open, back, and down. Arms are reaching as you scoop that hipster belt in. Reach out to your heels. Try to slide that tailbone under the back of the heel. As you slowly roll down into your awesome run. Oh my God, this feels so good. Wow. No. Okay, as the right knee comes up, you want to push down to the left foot like you're still standing on it. Reach the heel up. And as that heel reaches out, you pull your left knee up. We're running in slow motion. Scooping your hipster belt in. All right? You can do this in an imprint position or in a neutral, depending on where your abilities are. But it's not this. Don't do this. That's totally not it, okay? I want you to reach the heel of the descending leg so much that it's going through the wall. It's on the other side of the room, right? Opening up the front of that hip. Drawing that hipster belt in, okay? You can leave the arms on the mat beside you. Be mindful what you're doing with the neck. The chin is tucked in, the back of the neck is long, the lower ribs are drawn down. If you want to play a little bit more, the arms can start to float up. When this starts to happen, you've got a lot more work to do here, yeah, in the rib cage area. Maybe they start to hover over the head. Oh yeah. They go out to the side. Whose idea was this? Don't talk about it. All right, hold on last minute. Bend your elbows. And on your exhale, you pull the ribs down. So pull the upper body up off the mat. Your chin is tucked in. You're not jamming into the throat. But you get a really awesome look down the line there. All right, we're going to do 2 more here. We're going to do 1 more here. I think that's 1 more. Sorry. Draw the knees into the chest. Modified happy baby. Yay! So if your flexibility does not, if you have more flexibility, you can reach down to the inner calf area and hold on to the outer edges of your heels. Use the back of your elbows into the floor. There you go. Heels come together now, okay? Feet are flexed. Hands to the hips. Rock that tailbone into the floor. So as you press your heels together and up, inner thighs, glutes, and squeezing. Press the balls of feet and the toes. Pull the toes back. Flex plie. Those toes are pulling to the shins. You're dropping onto the tailbone. And exhale. Pull the abs and inner thighs squeezing. Balls the feet, toes. Pull the toes back. Flex plie. Knees feet are pulling towards the shins. And exhale. Press up. Balls the feet, toes. As you rotate the thighs into parallel, they're going to come apart. Feet are going to flex like you're putting footprints on the ceiling. Pull the knees into the chest. And as you scoot, roll it up to sitting. Lengthen the top of the head. Lengthen to the heels. Exhale, lengthen and hinge. You start to scoot to roll up the spine as if your spine is rolling up against an invisible wall behind you. Hands to the front of the shoulders, circle forward, reach in opposite directions here at those elbows, and down. I hope that was good enough for you guys today as we get a little bit more into things and I get back into the flow of it, so to speak. I'll make sure that I put more of the other things that we usually do in class, but hopefully this will give you a little bit of what you need for now. Just make sure there's a few little uneven things in there that you kind of even it out when you replay this, all right? Thanks, you guys. Stay healthy, okay? I hope to see you soon.